The 47 Ronin. The events that culminated in all but one of the 47 Ronin committing mass seppuku began approximately 3 years earlier, for it was then, in either March or April, that the shogun Tsunayoshi Tokugawa instructed two daimyo or feudal lords to receive an envoy sent by the emperor. As both daimyo were rather young and inexperienced concerning matters of court etiquette, however, Tokugawa also appointed an official named Kira Kozuke no Suke Yoshinaka to assist them. History records that Yoshinaka was a particularly unpleasant individual, vain, arrogant, and continually demanding bribes to do his job properly. He took an instant dislike to one of the young daimyo, a man named Asano Takumi no Kami Naganori, and thus needled him as often as he could. After a couple of months of persistent slights and humiliations, Naganori reacted by drawing his dagger and lunging at Yoshinaka. Although the main injury was to Yoshinaka's pride, he otherwise received only a superficial wound to the face. The shogun ordered that Naganori pay for his loss of temper by committing seppuku. Once a daimyo had performed seppuku, his castle was declared forfeit to the shogun, his family disgraced, and his servant samurai made to become ronin. 47 of Naganori's samurai weren't prepared to give in so easily, however. They considered that it should have been Yoshinaka who'd received such a harsh punishment and not their master. They even considered rebelling against the shogun and defending the castle to the death, until Naganori's younger brother, Daigaku, requested that they comply with the shogun's order. Out of respect for Daigaku, the samurai obeyed. They left the castle and went their separate ways, but not before making a solemn and secret pact. Over the following months, a paranoid Yoshinaka attempted to keep an eye on as many of the ronin as he could, for he was certain that they were planning an act of revenge against him. And yet, Yoshinaka's spies reported that the dispersed men had become monks, street vendors, and even beggars and drunks. On occasion, other samurai, recognizing the men, went so far as to physically attack them, disgusted by their apparent lack of courage when it came to avenging their master's death. Finally, however, Naganori's former chief counsellor Oishi Kura no Suke Yoshio decided that enough time had passed. He secretly summoned the other 46 men who'd sworn to avenge their master's death, and together they set out on their mission. Early in the morning of December the 14th, 1702, in driving snow, the 47 ronin attacked Yoshinaka's opulent residence as he was giving a tea party. Yoshinaka had over 60 guards to protect him, and yet the ronin managed to defeat them without sustaining any loss to life or limb themselves. Yoshinaka was found cowering in a closet with his wife and two female servants. The ronin dragged him outside, and there in the snow offered him the chance to commit seppuku, a noble, warrior-like death. Yoshinaka only shivered and begged for mercy, however, so that in the end Yoshio was obliged to cut off his head. This the ronin then took to Naganori's tomb at Sengaku-ji, the Spring Hill Temple. Yoshinaka's head was washed in a well and placed before Naganori's tomb, thereby symbolizing that revenge had been exacted. The ronin then allowed themselves to be captured by the shogun's forces. Tsunayoshi Tokugawa found himself in a quandary concerning how to deal with the ronin. The story concerning the former samurai's actions quickly spread throughout Japan. Soon they came to be considered as heroes. Should he, considered the shogun, reward such a fine example of the Bushido samurai code with death? Finally, the shogun realized what he had to do. The ronin would be permitted to commit seppuku, thereby maintaining their honor. Only the youngest of their number would be spared, on account of his age. After they killed themselves, the ronin were placed in tombs alongside their master. The one man who'd been spared finally joined them when he died of natural causes, aged 78. Their tombs at Sengaku-ji can be visited to this day.